know, sucks to be you. Good thing I stopped. Oh man, I wish I was a few minutes earlier right now. That sunset was so beautiful as I was getting out to the bike. We're losing a lot of the pink. The pink was coming all the way like up to here a few minutes ago. Oh. So how about the recent events that happened in Las Vegas, guys? I am outraged, disgusted, fucking saddened. Overwhelmed with emotions that go from every level, from, you know, sadness to anger, just everything. I don't know how somebody can justify or be okay with taking innocent lives the way that that guy did. Like, what has to be going on in somebody's mind? I mean, it just goes to show that money doesn't buy happiness. So the dude was well off. He had a good job. He was successful. But I mean, this guy had to be so mentally deranged, man. Like, I just can't fathom it. So for me, the real issue, I've seen everything that's been going on as far as, you know, just news outlets jumping to conclusions based on hearsay that people have been talking about on social medias. Just, you know, around the whole spectrum of it. But to me, it doesn't come down to a gun control issue. It doesn't come down to a race issue. It doesn't come down to really anything other than this guy was mentally deranged. It was complete mental illness. Unless they can find out that, like, you know, he had different motives, which the FBI is investigating everything, but this guy was, like, totally off the grid as far as an online presence. So they're gonna have to dig into his personal stuff a little bit. But, you know, we're gonna get answers eventually. We need to stop jumping to conclusions and coming up with conspiracy theories on why or how. The facts are coming. I watched the live press conference from the local news station out there in Las Vegas today, in which the sheriff came out and he did about a 45-minute, almost an hour-long Q&A and just giving out the facts and the details. And it's an ongoing investigation, so a lot of the stuff hasn't come to the surface yet. We have to wait. You also need to read news articles and watch like the actual news videos with an open mind and use comprehensive thinking. Too many people will read something and think they understand it. Well, dude, not everything's like clear cut and dry. You got to look at how they wrote it and see, well, are they saying it as fact or are they saying it as not? How reliable is it that it is fact? I mean, look at Tom Petty dying yesterday. That came out right off the gate saying that Tom Petty was dead. No, he was found unresponsive, but with a pulse in his home, and they took him to the hospital, put him on life support, and only later they found no brain activity, so they decided to pull the plug. And it wasn't confirmed until like 10:30 Pacific time that he had actually passed. But people in news outlets and people all day long were saying Tom Petty's dead. No, like, half the shit that comes out is not real. So you have to doubt it and question it. You got to use comprehensive thinking and make justified determinations of the shit you're watching and reading. Like, come on, man. And I won't lie, I have jumped to conclusions. I have, you know, come up with my own conspiracy theories about things. Because in a way, it's fun to think that way. But you can't just jump out at it as complete 100% fact and truth. The facts and details will come out when they finish their investigation. And you know, one of the funniest things, or well, I guess not funniest, but one of the neatest things that this sheriff out of Las Vegas said, at least I think he's the sheriff. Somebody had asked a question and he said, well, we don't know. And then they started asking all their other questions, and he's like, actually, hang on, let me go back to that. He goes, when you ask a question and I say, I don't know or we don't know, he goes, I might know, I might not know. See, this is an active investigation, and so we can't let all the details out right away. It's going to take time for certain facts and details to come to the surface in which we can make them public. And you know, just because somebody goes and says they found or uncovered information or details or had a source that from the inside, you know, like the leaked photos of the hotel room, those were not supposed to be made public. It was up to a hacker, I believe, that found them and put them out on the web. But the sheriff, he was super upset that those have been leaked and, you know, made available to the public and the press. They did not want those to become public yet because they are parts of an investigation. If they find anybody else to be involved, then they have to put a case together against them. And this evidence, if it gets leaked and, you know, has any reasonable doubt to have been tampered with, they can throw that out of the case. And in a serious situation like this, they need everything to be that 100% fact so they can convict them to the fullest extent of the law. Tell you what, be happy, smile more. You know, I'm gonna steal that from Roman. But hug your family. Say I love you. Don't do something that you're gonna regret. Do things that make you and your family proud. And understand that all actions have repercussions. And don't be hateful. Don't say stupid shit online. But I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, dude, I just flew through. Oh, I'm still going through it. A big old... Oh, it feels like it's raining, but it's bugs. Oh man, that's so freaking gross. I think I might have to make the thumbnail for this one a picture of my visor. Oh god, it looks like I drove through mud. Looks like I went off-roading on a four-wheeler.